Hello friends, I from Param Guru Pathshala English Medium School Sarsa. Myself Priyanka Parekh. I am taking in Standard 7th Computer. Today we are going to learn Chapter 1st Introduction to Computer. In an earlier video we are going to cover a topic input devices. Today we are going to cover a topic output devices, processing device and software. So, what is output devices? Output devices and enable a computer to show you the desired result and information. Means it gives a proper output, and from that kind of device you get the output. It all devices called output devices. You already know about the most commonly used output devices like monitor, printer, speaker, projector, and also one there was a plotter is there. Now let's see learn about the monitor. Whatever you type with keyboard or whatever you action with mouse is displays on a monitor. What the monitor do? It's display a monitor. But in that there was some types of monitor is there. First of all there is video. Video means visual display unit. Second one is a CRT, cathode ray tube. Then LCD, liquid crystal display. LED, light emitting diode. So here is a four types of monitor is there, and see the pictures of that. This one is a video visual display unit. It looks like a TV type. Earlier we are using like this way monitor. Second one is a cathode ray tube. Nowadays now we are using LCD and LED monitor, right? And now in a market also level there is a touch screen monitor. So like this way four types are there, and nowadays we are using LCD and LED. Now see about the printer. What is the done of printer? What do? It's take out a print. It's take out a print. Whatever we type, we get the output of that. And mainly there was a three types of that: dot matrix printer, inkjet printer, and laser printer. There was a mainly three types of computer, and this printer are using to take out a copy from computer. Now from the first one is a dot matrix printer. This printer contains movable print head with pins that strikes the ribbon, placing a dot on the paper with hundred of dots forming image or a text. Means if you have to form one image, you want to take out one image, so there was a pin is given in this dot matrix printer is punched 100 times. See here I put a picture of dot matrix printer. So this pins is form 100 dots forming image or text, and these printers are very less expensive and very noisy. In the market these types of printer is very less expensive, but it very noisy. The speed of this printer is given in a character per second. Suppose one character for 1 second it takes. Suppose apple is there, so for A it's take 1 second, for the P another 1 second. So like this way for one character 1 second. It's called CPS, characters per second. Now second one is a inkjet printer. This printer forms a letter and images on the paper by spraying small streams on quickly drying ink. So it's a sprays ink on the paper and there is streams are there. It's a quickly dry that ink too. And see, here I put one picture of inkjet printer. We have to insert the ink on this printer and its work. And the speed of this printer is given line per minute. For the one line it takes 1 minute. For the one line it takes 1 minute. Nowadays there was a color printer and black and white printer, both working is here. Inkjet printer, we have to insert ink in this printer. Now a laser printer. This printer uses a laser technology to print images on the paper, and gives the best quality output and most expensive. This type of printer is a very expensive printer is that, but output is a very clarity wise and clarity. The speed of this printer is page per minute. It take only 1 minute to take out a print, and there was a laser beams is there inside a computer and it is working. So nowadays mostly we are using laser printer and inkjet printer, and there was a 3 types are there: dot matrix printer, inkjet printer and laser printer. Okay, now let's see a plotter. For this small page we are using a printer, right? But for the big drawing and for the banners we are using plotter. So this output device is used to making a large paper drawing such as construction maps or engineering drawings. So this plotter is divided in 3 types: drum plotter, flat bed plotter and inkjet plotter. So this plotter is using for the large paper drawing, and was the 3 types are there. So let's see from that very first one, drum plotter. So this plotter consists of a drum or a roller on which a paper placed, and the drum rotates back and forth to produce the graph on paper. That means the drum plotter is used for the produced construction output such as a floating earthquake activity. You see, here is a drum plotter. There was a big drums are there and there was one roller is there. So drum or roller, whichever paper placed, it's a drum rotate round and down. It's rotated, okay? And then after it's a produce a graph. And there was if earthquake is there, so for that graph we are using this drum plotter. For this, like this earthquake activity, we are going to use this drum plotter for the graphing in a very big drawing on a large paper. You see here is there was a very big paper is there downside, and there was a half is a roll in this inside. So like this way it's a rotate and take out a graph. Now second one is a flat bed plotter. This plotter plots on a paper that is sprayed and fixed over the rectangular flatbed table. There was one table is there. On that, this plotter is very fixed, and this type of it is used design of cars, ships, aircraft, buildings, and highways. So this type of plotter is used for the takeout design, to take out a design of car designs, ship designs, aircraft design, building designs. Very big building designs are there. So that map and that all for we have to using this flat bed plotter. See, here is a one table is there, and on that table it is very fixed, and here there was a put one drawing, and that is a rectangular flat table, and it is used for the design car, ship, aircraft, building, and highway. The plotter plots the paper and spread it. Okay, so it's a flat and fixed. Now the next one is a inkjet plotter. The inkjet plotter, this plotter creates an image by spraying a small droplet of ink on the paper. It sprays ink on the paper. See, here I put one picture of inkjet paper. It's a spraying droplets of the ink on the paper, and it is used in designing banner, billboard, and road signs. All of you know the road signs are there, right? Bump ahead, right, parking, don't parking here. For like that way of road signs, bill of boards, very banner, right? Banners mean what? Hoardings. Very there was a, you know that ad for the advertising. All are using very big banners. So for that banners, we are using like this way inkjet plotter. For the posters, in short, we have banners also we can call the poster. For the poster, billboards, and road sign, we are using this inkjet plotter. Now, so there was three types of is there: plotter, drum plotter, flatbed plotter, and inkjet plotter. Now let's see projector. This output device is used to display video, images, or computer data on a large screen. On a large screen. On a monitor, there was a limitation is there. It's according to screen size, we can see it. But if we want to use a projector, so on a big screen, a computer data, video, or image, we can see it. And this projector mostly using in a school for the explanation, for the see where videos. In any that off field, we can use this for the explanation. In a big companies also, it's a give for the presentation. So this projector work is, it's using for the large screen. You can attach it with laptop or CPU. So see how it works. So this one is a projector display video and images on large screen. It projects an image onto the surface by passing the light over an LCD panel. There was a LCD panel is there of on off, and from that is a passing a light. It is use a white giving presentation. So the projector is very useful for the large screen. Now processing device. Earlier we see our input devices, then we see output devices, now processing device. So the CPU is the processing device of computer. It is called the brain of computer. It is makes all the required calculation and process the data into information. It controls the all the input and output devices. CPU is a consist in a 3 units. CPU is a consist in a 3 units. So CPU is the brain of computer. It's a full form of central processing unit, and the CPU have a 3 type parts of that. First one is ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. It works for the calculation. Second one is a CU, means control unit. Output data, input data, and everything store, that everything they have to control. So this part is a control unit, means CU. Now, memory unit. Whatever you want to data is a store in your computer, is a save it. So like that way work is a doing memory unit, means MU. Let's see in a detail now. First one is ALU. ALU full form arithmetic logic unit. It performs all the arithmetic computation and logical operation like division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, as well as a relation operation such as and, or, greater than, less than, etc. In short, the logical and all calculation works in a ALU, means arithmetic logic unit. Now, the second one is CU. CU means control unit. It controls the coordinates, the activity of all the together units of a computer system. It controls all the operation of computer. It decoded instructions, determine the stores and instructions. Now, MU. MU means memory unit. It is an important part of computer system. A memory unit receives data, hold it, and then deliver it according to instruction from computer unit. So what is a work of CU? CU means that controls the data, and then it is according to the CU whatever instruction is stores this data. So what is the work of memory unit? It received data, hold it, and then deliver according to instruction. Now, there are two types of memory, and that all data stores in a storage devices. A storage devices enable you to store the data information, and the storage device known as computer memory. And there are two types of computer memories then, and in this we can store our all data. So in a computer memory there are two types of computer memories then. First one is the primary memory, and second one is a secondary memory. So let's see the first one, primary memory. It is often called working memory or main memory of computer system. And there was a primary memory, two types of is there. First one is RAM. RAM means random access memory, and also we can say that volatile memory. Second one is a ROM. We can say that read-only memory, and we can say that non-volatile memory. Okay, so this is first one is a RAM. Look here, I put a picture of RAM. A full form is RAM is a random access memory. It is capable of sending and receiving a data very high speed. It is temporary in nature. For example, a data source stored in a primary memory is lost when computer is switched off. Suppose you are working in a Microsoft Office Word and you are typing of myself. In between, the light is gone. Okay, so that time you can not get it back. It's a temporary memory. So when you save it, then it's a convert in a permanent memory. And the RAM is read only and writable only. It means it's read and write both the data. Now, second one is ROM. ROM means read only memory. Is the data read only? You cannot write it, you cannot change in that. So you can read only that. Some types of data is that you can read it only. You cannot change it in that. You cannot or write in that. Okay. So this type of memory is called ROM, read only memory. It is hold the instruction put by the manufacturer to operate a computer, and it is a permanent memory. Okay. First of all, we learned a RAM. So the RAM is a temporary memory. We can say that volatile memory, and this is a ROM. ROM is a permanent memory. Okay. Now see, in a RAM we can only read and write both. Now see the difference of that. Okay, RAM means random access memory, and it is capable to sending and receiving data in a high speed. It is temporary memory. And what about the ROM? Difference: ROM means read-only memory, and it is hold the instruction put on by the manufacturer operate computer data in a permanent memory. The RAM is a temporary memory and ROM is a permanent memory. Okay. Now the next one is a secondary memory. In a primary there was a two types are there, RAM and ROM. In a secondary memory, it is used to store the data for long time. It is operates slower than primary memory. The secondary memory is a permanent in a nature. For example, a data stored in a secondary memory and you can lost of computer or switch off. It is called non-volatile memory. It's cheaper than primary memory. For example, secondary memory, and here I put some pictures for that. It is used to store data a long time. It operates slower rate than primary memory. See, hard disk, pen drive, CD, DVD, memory card. These are the example of secondary memory. Means in a pen drive, you can take the data for the temporary, right? Or for in a hard disk is a permanent is there. In a permanent. So extra whatever works you have, according to that you can transfer your data from computer. It is safe. If computer is switched off or lost for the antivirus, so these are very useful to store the data. So in a hard disk is the inbuilt of computer, and also nowadays is available USB hard disk. So if you want to transfer your data, so from this you can transfer it in these devices: CD, DVD, pen drive, memory card. This is all our secondary memory example. Okay. Now next one is a software. This is used to store data for a long time. It operates a slower rate than primary memory. Here there is a two types are there: system software and application software. Let's see the very first one, system software. It performs the basic function that are necessary to operate a computer system. Each operating system is an example of system software. Operating system also we can say that OS. And the example of Windows 7, 8, 10, XP. So this type of different Windows is a operating system. Second one is a Linux. In a Linux also there was Ubuntu, different kinds of version is there. And also the another one is a Norton antivirus. So like this way, operating system is called a system software. Next one is a application software. It is consist of program that are designed to specific tasks such as a payroll in inventory, word processing, graphics, spreadsheet and desktop publication. For the main purpose we are using for the this thing is the design for the something task. Suppose word is using for the typing, mostly we have to format it, design it, and mostly we are using for the documentary, we are using for the word. And see, here is a MS Excel. So mostly we are using this spreadsheet program for the calculation. So there was a specific task for the designing. So the two types are that software, okay, system software and application software. So what we learned in this video? Output devices. In output devices, monitor, speaker, plotter and different types of monitor, video, LCD, LED, CRT. Okay, so this output devices. Then after, processing device. In a processing device, CPU is a processing device. In that also we learned there was a three types of processing, three types: ALU, CU and MU. Then after, computer memory, there was a two types of there: primary memory and secondary memory. In a primary, RAM and ROM. In a secondary, what come? Hard disk, computer disk, pen drive, DVD. These are coming in a secondary memory. And then software. In software we learn two types are there: system software and application software.